Hello everybody, or like one of my British friends says, hi there, welcome to Interpersonal Communications. Now think about the number of people that you come in contact with every day, whether it is standing in line, riding the bus, taking the elevator, sitting down in class, or walking across campus. We are always in close proximity with others. If you think about it, interpersonal relationships are often at the center of our high points and low points, of our days, our greatest joys, our deepest breakthroughs, our proudest accomplishments, and our most enduring life lessons. According to Schutt's 1958, interpersonal relationships satisfy our basic human longings for inclusion, affection, and control. We use interpersonal communication to progress our relationships with others. This type of communication is referred to as communication with or between persons who approach one another as individuals in a relationship. In some ways, interpersonal communication has become easier, but it has also become more complex. On a daily basis, we use computer-mediated communication like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat to meet new people, talk to friends, family, and coworkers that we see frequently, and keep in touch with those who we do not. Overall, interpersonal communication is the means by which we participate in the realities we create with others to accomplish relational objectives like providing support and resolving conflict.
Knapp's communication theory is the theory that communication progresses in a relationship through a model called the model of interaction stages, or the staircase model. Created by Mark Knapp, a well-known professor at the University of Texas, Knapp's communication theory includes 10 sections that try to explain a smooth way as to how a relationship progresses or disperses. The first 5 sections of the model refer to how communication changes through creating a relationship, while the last 5 refer to how communication changes through deconstructing a relationship. I will be talking about the first 5 stages, which include initiating, experimenting, intensifying, integrating, and bonding. These 5 stages have been termed the escalation stages by Knapp himself in 1978. Initiating. This is where 2 people first come into contact. It can be as simple as in, hi, my name is, etc. Naturally, one would be able to determine whether or not they would want to pursue a relationship. Experimenting. At this point, one would be asking questions as to see if there are commonalities between them. This can range from interests, hobbies, history, and even lifestyles. It is said that many relationships end at this stage because there is not enough common ground for a relationship to go further. Intensifying. In this stage, it is usually couples that progress. This is where the relationship gets more intimate and with deeper details of one's life that may be disclosed. During this time, one might spend a lot of time talking with the other to learn everything that one can. Integrating. This stage is basically the single status becoming the interrelationship status. This is where the communication attempts to weave the 2 lives together and solidify the status as a couple. Pronouns such as I and me can become we and us throughout this stage. Bonding. This is the 5th and final step and usually involves a public declaration of that the two have become one. This is usually shown through a wedding, one of the most prominent forms of declaration. This step usually is only broken by divorce or death. For the next 5 steps in the Knapp's communication theory, let's head over to John.
Hi, welcome back. So in continuation with Knapp's theory and the staircase model, the differentiating stage is characterized by communication that asserts the separateness of relationship partners. Rather than emphasizing a joint identity, partners talk in ways that stress their individuality and distance from one another. For instance, I don't want to go to the art exhibit this weekend. I don't enjoy them like you do. Or, moving to the city has always been your dream. I have different dreams, Bill. The next stage, circumscribing Communication moves from identifying differences to restricting the communication between partners. Partners may talk less and reveal less intimate information for fear of conflict. They may begin to lose their interest in the relationship altogether. Like my last relationship. The next stage is stagnating, which compares a relationship to a still, lifeless pond. The quantity and quality of communication continues to decline. In addition, it is common for partners to experience and or express a sense of hopelessness about the relationship. This happens all the time. Nothing's ever going to change. Or talking about things is pointless are some examples of what people in this situation would say to each other. The next stage is avoiding. So this is when the relationship is declining. Here, partners extend their declining communication by physically steering clear of one another. They may rearrange their schedules to see one another as little as possible and desire permanent physical distance through separation of divorce. For example, one day the boy packs his bags and walks out of the house. By the time the girl would have completely avoided the boy and will not attempt to stop him. Separation is the final stage of the process of coming apart. Partners may say, "We shouldn't be together anymore. This isn't working." Or, "I need a break." Or, "Let's take a 2-month break." Really? 2-month break? And they end up saying, "I agree, it really is over."
Experience interpersonal relationships in our everyday lives. We see the NAPS theory play out in, for example, the relationship between a boy and a girl starting today. A conversation between the two might start similar to this. The initiation could possibly be the boy approaching the girl, saying, "Hi, how are you doing? What is your name?" The experimenting stage is when the boy and the girl might exchange interests and hobbies, and if they deem it worth the time to continue based on mutual likes, they move on to the next stage. The intensifying stage is less formal, and information about parents or exclusive commitment might be a topic of discussion between the two. Integration involves progressing to a higher level of intimacy. In this situation, the new couple might be falling in love and start experiences that involve vulnerability in a physical or last stage in the escalation relationship model is bonding. So this might look like an engagement between the two to get married. The termination of an interpersonal relationship also has 5 stages. It starts with differentiating. The girl might find new hobbies that cause conflict, like going out late at night too much with her friends. It then might cause boundaries to be set up in their conversations, which is the circumscribing stage. The couple might start having their own space and boundaries and talk less because of this tension. Stagnation is where the relationship ceases to continue or grow. The married couple might see each other every day but rarely talk. In the avoidance stage, those in a relationship are now physically detached. This might be the point where the woman leaves one day with packed bags. And the final stage in the termination model for relationships is terminating. The marriage in this case would end in divorce. Stanley, Markman, and Witten, 2002, spoke on this miscommunication that took place between the couple. Couples who could deal with their conflict better through proper communication had fewer negative interactions with one another, which led to deeper self-disclosure and more intimacy. Even in more formal settings, interpersonal relationships play a big role in show benefits. Kine and Apusami, 2005, showed a link between teachers' interpersonal behavior and students' attitudes towards all subjects. Job satisfaction, enjoyment of the workplace, and motivation and enthusiasm were higher among teachers with more student-teacher relationships. Interpersonal relationships shape our everyday lives, creating positive or negative experiences with one another.